Winnipeg, Canada. A pair of former UFC world champions will throw down in a welterweight thriller at Bell MTS Center on December 16. UFC Fight Night Greg Lawler vs. Dos Anjos will see former welterweight champion and number 1 ranked contender Robbie Lawler 2811 1NC, fighting out of Coconut Creek, Florida, USA look to take another step back towards a title shot when he meets one-time lightweight title holder and No. 5 ranked welterweight Rafael Dos Anjos 279, fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. A dangerous knockout artist, Lawler has engaged in some of the most memorable bouts in UFC history. During his 170-pound title reign, he earned legendary wins over Rory MacDonald and Carlos Condit. Following a loss to current champ Tyron Woodley, he rebounded with a sensational victory over Donald Cerrone in July. Undefeated since moving up to 170 pounds earlier this year, Dos Anjos immediately cemented his contender status with an impressive victory over Tarek Safiuddin. He then followed up his welterweight debut with a dominant submission win against Neil Magny. UFC Fight Night Lawler vs. Dos Anjos will also feature a battle of light heavyweight contenders, as number 3 ranked Glover Teixeira 266, fighting out of Danbury, Connecticut, USA by way of Sobralia, Minas Gerais, Brazil faces number 8 Misha Cirkunov 133, fighting out of Toronto, Canada by way of Riga, Latvia. A one-time title challenger, Teixeira has fought the who's who of the light heavyweight division. He holds victories over Rashad Evans, Oven St. Preux, Ryan Bader and Quinton Jackson. In his last outing, he came up short in a fight of the night effort against Alexander Gustafsson. Cirkunov burst into the UFC's 205-pound scene with 4 consecutive stoppage wins against Nikita Krylov, Ion Cutelaba, Alex Nicholson and Daniel Jolly. The Latvian-born fighter aims to use Teixeira as a stepping stone into title contention. UFC Fight Night Lawler vs. Dos Anjos will also boast the following fights: number 11 ranked light heavyweight Antonio Rogério Nogueira 227, fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil squares off with number 15 Jared Cannonier 102, fighting out of Anchorage, Alaska, USA in a clash of dynamic flyweights. Number 11 ranked Tim Elliott 1581, fighting out of Lee's Summit, Missouri, USA takes on Justin Scoggins 114, fighting out of Spartanburg, South Carolina, USA. The Ultimate Fighter Nations winner Chad Laprise 132, fighting out of Chatham, Ontario, Canada looks to continue his momentum at welterweight against dynamic striker Galore Bofondo 52, fighting out of London, England by way of Democratic Republic Congo. Talented kickboxer John McDessie 146, fighting out of Montreal, Canada locks horns with heavy-hitting Abel Trujillo 156 1NC, fighting out of Boca Raton, Florida, USA. TriStar Gyms Nordini Talib 134, fighting out of Montreal, Canada by way of Saint-Tropez, France meets Sambo specialist Sultan Aliyev 142, fighting out of Coconut Creek, Florida, USA by way of Dagestan, Russia. Italian prospect Alessio Di Chirico 102, fighting out of Rome, Italy faces dangerous striker Olawale Bombose 63, fighting out of New York City, USA in a middleweight bout in a battle of knockout artists. Vitor Miranda 136, fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil welcomes Dana White's Tuesday Night Contender Series standout Julian Marquez 61, fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, USA. For more information or current fight news, visit UFC.com. All bouts live and subject to change. Tickets for UFC Fight Night Lawler vs. Dos Anjos go on sale Friday, October 20th at 10 a.m. CDT. Prices will be announced soon. Tickets are available for purchase via Ticketmaster.ca and limited to 8 per person. UFC Fight Club members will have the opportunity to purchase tickets Wednesday, October 18th at 10 a.m. CDT via the website www.ufcfightclub.com. A special internet ticket pre-sale will be available to UFC newsletter subscribers Thursday, October 19th starting at 10 a.m. CDT. To access this pre-sale, users must register for the UFC newsletter through UFC.com. UFC Fight Night Lawler vs. Dos Anjos will air live on Saturday, December 16th at 8 p.m. ET 5 p.m. PT on Fox. In Canada, the event will be broadcast on CTV2 and RDS2. Since 2008, the UFC has staged 24 events in the Great White North, across 10 different cities: Calgary, Edmonton, Halifax, Montreal, Ottawa, Quebec City, Saskatoon, Toronto, Vancouver and Winnipeg. UFC events have set single-day event gate records in 5 Canadian venues: Calgary's Scotiabank Saddledome UFC 149, Montreal's Bell Centre UFC 124, Ottawa's The Arena at TD Place UFC Fight Night, Toronto's Rogers Centre UFC 129 and Winnipeg's MTS Centre UFC 161.